Personality overview. The Star Trek girl displays compulsive behavior. In my own defense, that was last week. Prone to self-destructive tendencies. I was dying. I mean, please, and aren't we all? Textbook narcissism. Agreed.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
If you couldn't guess by that, I definitely saw Iron Man 2 again over the weekend. Such a good movie. I think the best part about it is you don't have to see the first one to completely get it. Like, you can kind of just jump into it. Like, I saw Iron Man 2 actually before I saw the first Iron Man. Definitely a movie I recommend. So again, there are two things I kind of wanted to talk about today that I found were really interesting. Firstly, Canada was rejected from the UN Security Council. Might have something to do with the fact that if one of our battleships is down, one of our coasts is unguarded. Probably happened because Harper put it in at the last minute. Maybe it's because he and the UN have very different opinions on international relations. Totally Israel's fault. All that said, I don't even know if being on the Security Council would be a good thing for Canada. I just researched that about half of the 192 countries that are members of the UN have some form of human rights violation going on in their country as we speak. I believe that that's really hypocritical, and hypocrisy, though it plays a huge part in today's politics, it doesn't belong in politics. Fail. So that's kind of depressing. But all this does spark an interesting debate. UN, worth it? Or kind of like the next League of Nations, we're just waiting on a big enough crisis to make it fail. League of Nations, the next generation. I'm all for the United Federations of Planets and world government, but do it right, guys. In some more kind of awesome news, yesterday was National Coming Out Day. A day for quote-unquote coming out and discussion about gay, lesbian, bisexual, asexual, and transgender issues. Which again is something that's continually swept under the rug still, even today's society. We are still sadly defined by our gender and our sexual orientation, which I find to be appalling. I can't speak for the gay and lesbian community, however I do believe people should be able to love and be loved by whomever they choose. They should also be able to be whomever they choose. Any of you in first-year classes have probably already gone over the idea that gender is a social construct, rather than a biological term of defining ourselves. So the lesson today is be who you want to be. Love whom you want to love. And Canada is not a part of the UN Security Council. C'est la vie. And in considering all this, you should also consider that you should live long and prosper. On that note, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, wherever or with whomever you spent it with. And I'll see you guys again soon. Peace. Textbook. You should be able to love whomever should be able to love whomever you choose. What is love? But baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Politics is really no place for hypocrisy.